All right, I have a leg fusion workout with you. It's a little bit of body weight. There are some weights incorporated, and then a part of it is also bar inspired. So go ahead and grab all the things you may need. I recommend one heavier weight, two very light weights, and ankle weights if you have them. If you haven't done any sort of warm-up or anything, I recommend to do at least some air squats, maybe some side leg raises. And here's the preview of the first move. It is a curtsy pulse with a leg lift. So right leg goes back into a curtsy pulse, and then right leg lifts to the side. And here we go. Keep your navel drawn in towards your spine. Don't forget that pulse after you lunge back. I'm doing this with my arms to kind of help with balance, but then also to get into the bar inspired frame of mind, because we'll be entering some bar movements later on. Work to keep your shoulders over your hips. As you curtsy back, press into the front heel to stand back up. Front knee stays behind front toes. And here's the second move. It's a lunge back to a curtsy to a lunge back to a kick back. Go ahead and take the moment to look at the preview here. Lunge back, curtsy, lunge back, kick back. Here we go. Lunge back, lunge to the side, lunge back, and kick. Gaze at something that's not moving for balance. Keep your core drawn in, shoulders flat on your back. Go slow and steady. Going slower and maybe not even doing as many repetitions is going to be more beneficial than going fast, not using proper form, and causing injury. Use your right glute to lift your right heel up. And that's that. Take a moment, take a breather, and here we go. I will show you the next move. It is a side step lunge squat thing. So right leg steps out to the side, hips go back, both knees and all toes facing forward. Squat deep or lunge deep into your right leg, and then push the ground away with your right foot to come back up. Chest stays open and broad, facing forward, navel drawn in towards spine. Option to extend your right arm out long for a little bit of balance here. And next move is a single leg deadlift. Again, we're focusing on the right leg still, so the right leg is standing, the left leg's going up. And here we go. Shoulders flat, core engaged. Lower the weight down towards the ground as you lift your left heel towards the ceiling. Keep the weight as close to your right leg as possible. Gaze at something that's not moving for balance. And engage your left glute to draw your left heel up. All right, take a moment, take a breather, and then get your light weights if using them. We'll do a little step out into a sumo squat, step back. Hands in as you step out, arms go long as you step back. Keep your feet angled outward. Use the strength of your outer glutes and outer thighs to keep your knees drawn back, so that they are not caving in as you step out into this squat variation. And stay out and pulse. And then keep pulsing. Take a look at the screen and look at the preview of the next move. You're going to shift to face the right, leg lift into a lunge, leg lift into a lunge, and begin. Shift over, lunge down, leg lift, arms go back, arms in as you lunge, arms back as you kick. Keep your right knee behind your. Engage your left glute. Draw your navel towards your spine. And release. We'll do all of that on the other side, so I'm not going to have previews given that we've already done it all once, but I'll call it out as it's coming. So first is the curtsy, pulse, and leg lift. Begin if you haven't. Pulse down, bring your leg back, kick it to the side, and do your best to use the strength of your outer glutes to lift your leg rather than just swinging your leg around with no engagement. If you lose balance, just get right back into it. Do whatever with your arms that helps you keep balance. Shoulders over hips, navel drawn in, right knee behind right toes. Gaze straight ahead. And transitioning from here into your lunge back to the side and back and kick up. Back to the side, back and kick up. So we're doing a good amount of these moves more than once in different variations. We really burn out these muscle groups. A little bit of cardio inspired when we move faster. Burning out with all the pulsing. If you lose your balance, just get right back into it. There is no rush. It is not a race. It's better to do it with proper form and slower. All right, excellent. Go ahead and grab your heavier weight for the side step lunge. This time with the left leg. Step out with your left foot, all 10 toes face forward, and then press the ground away with your foot to come forward. Send your glutes back. Knees face in the same direction as your toes. And release that. The weight though, single-legged deadlift from here. Find something that's not moving to gaze at. Lift your right leg as you lower the weight down towards the ground. Navel drawn in, shoulders flat on the back. Slight bend in the standing leg. And now release the weight down and grab your lighter weights. We're going to do the step out sumo squat. Weights at your chest. Step out into a sumo squat. Arms extend and step in, arms back. Focus on your inner thighs as you're pressing back up into a standing position. Once you get to that standing position, engage your glutes, the backs of your legs, and repeat. Knees do not cave in here. They stay facing the same direction as your toes. Pulse here. Continue to pulse. Back. Send your arms back. Lunge down. Kick back. Lunge and kick back. Core engaged, protect your low back. Use the strength of your right glute to lift your right heel towards the ceiling and step back up. All of that twice more. Not much of a break here. We're going to get right back into it. Curtsy pulse and side leg lift. Curtsy pulse, side leg lift. Front knee behind front toes. Use your outer glute to draw the leg up. Core engaged. Gaze straight ahead. And transition. Squat back to the side. Back. Leg lift. Lunge back. Or not. I said squat back before. I meant lunge back. And then to the side. And then leg lift. Catch your balance whenever you need to. As you're lunging back and to the side, work to keep your shoulders stacked over your hips. As you are kicking your right leg up, draw your chest forward to be parallel to the ground. Arms go back. Almost there. That's probably burning by now. This is the second round of this. All right, go ahead and grab your heavier weight for the side step lunge. Right leg first. Step out with your right foot. Press through the right foot to stand back up. And repeat. Hips go back, toes and knees face forward. Core engaged. Gaze straight ahead. Almost there. And single-legged deadlift. Right leg is the standing leg, left leg lifts towards the ceiling. Keep your shoulders flat on your back. Keep your core turned on. Gaze at something that's not moving to help with balance. Engage your left glute at the top to lift that heel a little bit higher. Slight bend in the standing leg if need be. And grab your smaller weights for the step out sumo squat. It's going much faster this time without any previews. Step out, squat down. As you step up, arms out. Step into your sumo squat, arms in. Step up, arms out. Focus on your glutes. At the squat, they're drawing your knees back. When you come to stand, your glutes are strong and engaged. And pulse. Draw your knees towards the wall behind you. And pivot to the right. Lunge down. Kick back. Arms go back. Lunge down. Kick back. Right knee behind your right toes. Navel to spine. Shoulders flat on your back. This is the last move here before the other side. All right, come to stand. Drop your light weights if you have them. Take a breather. And we'll start on the second side. Curtsy pulse with a leg lift. What matters most when you curtsy backwards is your front knee staying behind your front toes. As far as how far you step back That'll just slightly change the sensation and the muscle engagement in your front leg. Almost there. And now lunge back to the side, back, and kick back. Back to the side, back, and kick back. It's better to do this slow and in control than fast and with sloppy form. Got to protect those knees, the low back, the core. You've got this. Release. Take your heavier weight for the side step lunge. Left leg goes out, all toes and both knees facing forward. Sit your glutes back and low. Keep your chest broad. Excellent. Single-legged deadlift. Core engaged, shoulders flat. Lower your chest as you lift your right leg. Put your weight down, grab your tiny weights, and get ready for your step out. All right, step out into a sumo squat, arms go long. Step back in, squeeze. Step out, step in, squeeze inner thighs and glutes. Step out, draw knees back. Shoulders stack over hips, navel drawn towards spine. The arms, of course, are optional here. This isn't really an arm workout. And pulse. Pivot to the left. Lunge down, kick back. Lunge down, kick back. Find your balance. Find your groove here. And release. All of that one more time. We are not going to be resting for long, so get back to your starting position. Here we go. Curtsy pulse with a side leg lift. Curtsy pulse, side leg lift. Focus on the muscles you want to be used here. Keep your navel drawn in towards your spine. Do whatever with your arms that helps you keep balance. You're in the home stretch here. This is the last and final round. And lunge back to the side, back, kick back. Lunge back, curtsy lunge, lunge back, kick up. If you ever find that your balance is a little rough, gaze at something that's not moving or just start moving slower. Almost there. You can do it. Feel the burn. Know that you're gaining strength with every single rep. And done. From here, grab your larger weight, if using one, and side step with the right leg. I can't emphasize enough. All 10 toes face forward. Knees are sent in the same direction as your toes. As you step out to the right, squat back with your glutes. Sit low. Keep your chest open and your core engaged. Form is much more important than amount of repetitions. Trust me. Here we go. Single-legged deadlift. Right leg is the standing leg. Lower your weight down, lift your left heel up, and return to standing. For a little added challenge, don't touch your toes to the ground. Just draw your leg down towards your right leg and lift it directly back up into the air. Keep your left shoulder blade plugged into your back. Your navel drawing in and up towards your spine. And your gaze straight ahead. All right, from here, grab your little weights. For your sumo squat, step out. Angle your toes outward. Step out with your right leg. Press into your right foot to come to stand. Out with the right leg. Draw the knees back. Engage the outer glutes. Come to stand. Squeeze the inner thighs and the glutes. As you squat out, arms go in. As you step up, arms go out, if adding the arms into the mix. Squat low. Sit low. Hips come as low as the knees at least. And pulse. And pivot to the right. All 10 toes face the right. Knee down. And then kick up. Lunge down. Kick up. And repeat. This is the last little thing here. And then you do it all on the other leg. And you are finished. Your 30-minute leg fusion workout will be complete. My bird is talking in the background. She's encouraging you, egging you on here, saying you got this, you can do this. All right, set up for your second side. Curtsy pulse, side leg lift. Curtsy pulse, side leg lift. Front knee behind front toes. Engage outer glute to draw the leg out once you come to stand. As often as need be, return to focusing on your balance. Just think about the strength you are gaining with each burning repetition. And here we go. Transition now to a back lunge, curtsy, back, and kick up. Step back to the side and back, kick up. Back, curtsy, back, kick up, arms back. Keep your core engaged here so that when you're doing the kick up portion, your low back does not suffer. Front knee behind front toes. If your front knee is coming in front of your front toes, then you need to step further back with your left leg. These ankle weights are no joke. They are 5 pounds, but they add a lot of resistance. All right, get your heavier weight if using it for your step out, lunge, squat, combo move. I think you guessed it. Toes and knees all face forward here. Glutes go back and down. Press into your left foot, kick the ground away, step up, step together. And single-legged deadlift. Shoulders flat. Standing leg has a slight bend in the knee. Draw navel to spine. All 5 toes of your right foot are facing down towards the ground as you lower your weight down. Grab your tiny weights. Last 3 moves here and you are completely finished. Step out with your left leg. Engage your outer glutes and pulse, pulse, pulse. Draw your knees towards the wall behind you. Keep your shoulders stacked over your hips. Navel engaged. Pivot to face the left. Lunge down. Kick up. Don't quit now. It's your last move. You've got this. Make this your best repetition yet. Move slower if you need to, but do not stop moving. So strong, getting stronger by the second, stronger by the rep, almost there, and you're done. Set it all down and enjoy the rest of your day.